Hello and welcome to my track guide for the online time trial Goodwood Motor Circuit using the Aston Martin DB5. I've got a lap time of 1 minute 25.101, which I'm pretty hopeful will remain good enough for gold. I've got audio assist turned off apart from ABS on weak, and with this car, it's a pretty old car, so it does react to steering inputs and brakes quite a lot with the old-fashioned rolly suspension and of course all the weight of the car. So try and use minimal inputs in the brakes and the steering. And for some of these faster turns, your goal really is to use the brakes to get the weights to shift forward, and then come off the brakes and begin to turn in, just to get the front end to bite and carry maximum momentum through the turns. I'll show you what I mean. So try and get a good exit through the final chicane, and I'm going to start my lap. So I'm in gear 3. I'm going to ease the car over to the left, looking for the 2 marker boards on the left. And I'm going to use the brakes just as I approach the 50 metre board, just before it, just a little bit, there it is, just before the 50 metre board. Look, I've gone almost full brake. I'm going to come off it, beginning to turn, starting to feed back on the power. Okay, try and carry maximum momentum using all the road. And coming up to turn 2, this one's flat out, carry the line of least resistance, using the minimal steering input possible. Aiming for the apex. And easy to the left. Now coming into turn 3, this is flat out, goes straight, and then into turn 4. Again, just look at the brake bar, using probably 90% brake there, and then I'm going to come off the brake and begin to steer, aiming for the apex, shifting down to gear 4. Okay, and using the power to steady it. Now look at the marker board on the right, that little picture of a left-hand turn. That's where I'm going to begin hitting the brakes at turn 6. Okay, and then off the brakes, try and drift it a little bit, but using the power to steady it to get a clean exit. Bring it back to the left for turn 7. Now I'm going to use the brakes probably about 2 to 3 car lengths before that marker board on the left, and I'm going to shift down to gear 3, aiming for the apex, just getting the front end to turn, and then minimising scrub using gear 3 and all the RPMs up this next straight. You can literally lose seconds in these turns from allowing it to oversteer too much. So I'm going to cut that a little bit and just try and maintain as much speed as possible up the straight, up to the final sequence of turns. So this next turn is like a double right-hander, double apex. I'm going to use the brakes just as I get to the end of that tarmac bit on the left-hand side between the 2 marker boards, just there. So as I reach the end of that, I'm going to begin to hit the brakes and go down to gear 3. And this is you want to treat this as one turn. That's it, and then aim for the apex, back on the power to steady it, to get a bit of a wobble on there. Now I'm going to use the brakes just to get to that shadow on the left, okay, for the final chicane. That's it, and then off the brakes, and use the power as you get to that pillar on the left to steady it, feeding on the power, and all the way up to the line. Okay, there you have it, a 1 minute 25.101. Now I hope you find that useful and enables you to get gold yourself on the online time trial. Any feedback's welcome, and if you like it, please subscribe to my channel. You can find the lap on my Gran Turismo 7 profile. If you use the hashtag SpaceCow, you'll be able to find it, and I hope you found it useful and enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching.